The FBI says it stopped a possible threat connected to a major UFC event in Washington, D.C., raising fresh concerns about public safety, drone risks, and security around high-profile gatherings in the nation's capital. FBI Director Kash Patel said the Bureau identified the possible threat on June 10th through work with law enforcement partners. The threat reportedly involved individuals from outside the national capital region. Authorities have not released full details about the investigation, but Reuters reported that 5 people were taken into custody after a multi-state law enforcement operation. The incident was connected to UFC Freedom 250, a high-profile mixed martial arts event held on the White House South Lawn as part of America's 250th anniversary celebrations and President Donald Trump's 80th birthday events. While the FBI has not publicly confirmed every detail of the alleged plot, reports said investigators were examining a possible drone-related threat. Reuters reported that Fox News Digital said the plan may have involved explosive-laden drones aimed at buildings near the event venue. Drone security has become one of the biggest concerns for major public events in the United States. Small drones can move quickly, avoid traditional checkpoints, and create risk around crowded venues, government buildings, stadiums, and outdoor gatherings. The threat comes as federal and local officials are already increasing drone restrictions around major events. Authorities have repeatedly warned that drone operators can face arrest, fines, and possible imprisonment for flying in restricted airspace during special security events. Why the UFC event required heavy security? The UFC event was not a normal sports card. It was held at one of the most sensitive locations in the country, with the president, political figures, military personnel, invited guests, media crews, and UFC athletes in attendance. The Department of Homeland Security designated the White House UFC event and related fan activities as Tier 1 events, the highest level for special event security. That classification is used for major events that require extensive federal, state, and local coordination because of their national importance and security risk. The security operation included the Secret Service, FBI, local law enforcement, emergency teams, and other federal agencies. Public safety questions grow after the investigation. The FBI's announcement has intensified debate over how the United States protects major public gatherings, especially events that combine politics, celebrity, sports, and large crowds. For UFC fans, the event was promoted as a historic sports spectacle. For law enforcement, it became a test of whether agencies could detect and stop threats before they reached the public. The investigation also shows how drones are changing security planning. Traditional barriers, metal detectors, and street closures are no longer enough when potential threats can come from the air. 5 people reportedly taken into custody. Reuters reported that 5 people were taken into custody in connection with the investigation. Authorities also identified others as part of the broader inquiry, though officials have not released full public details about their roles. The FBI has not publicly provided a full list of suspects, charges, or the complete scope of the alleged plan. Officials said the investigation remains active. That uncertainty is important. While early reports describe a possible serious threat, the public record is still developing. More details are expected as federal authorities decide whether to file charges and release court documents. A major warning for future U.S. events. The possible threat around the UFC event comes at a time when the United States is preparing for several major international and national events, including World Cup matches and future large-scale celebrations. Security experts have warned that drone risks will continue to grow as the technology becomes cheaper, faster, and easier to use. Major events now require not only crowd control, road closures, and checkpoint screening, but also airspace monitoring and rapid drone detection. For Washington, D.C., the case is another reminder that public events near federal landmarks carry extraordinary risks. The FBI says the possible threat was stopped before it could harm the public. That is the most important part of the story. Still, the incident raises serious questions. How close did the threat come? How many people were involved, and how prepared are U.S. agencies for drone-based attacks at major public events? For now, federal officials are crediting fast coordination between law enforcement agencies for preventing what could have become a dangerous security crisis. The investigation is ongoing,